Is he going to be the strong or the free safety? Area 2, is he going to be the linebacker? What linebacker is going to be? Most of the times, people are going to either take the safety and try to cover and play the middle, or they're going to be the middle linebacker. Change up. The third area, is going to either be the defensive tackle. Rarely are they the defensive ends, but most guys play the defense end sometimes, depending if they're Ndamukong Suh, they're using Detroit Lions or something like that. But in this system, the 3 area change-ups are going to be 1 safety, 2 linebackers. 3 is going to be the defensive tackle or the defensive end. And I want to kind of real quick talk about the system as itself, because most read the field as a whole. Now, when I'm talking about a system is a system as a whole. That's what they're doing. They're reading the field as a whole. The system as a whole is really something that a lot of guys are doing. They're not breaking it down. They're either going to pick a play, throw to their best receiver, chuck the ball 15 yards every play, 15 yards plus. But in this system that I'm going to show you, we're going to be breaking everything down to its parts, because the system itself as a whole can work, but if the parts of the system do not work, the system as itself will fail. So what I'm doing is, with this, we're going to go, we're starting with the basics. We're going to do the small parts of the system and then combine that system as a whole. So this is not going to stop the way you're playing right now. What it's going to do, it's going to change the game. It's going to change the way your opponent sees how you play. Because if you're playing someone on a constant basic, after a while, even regardless if you change up your playbook, what you're going to do as a whole system, you're going to still find the same plays in that playbook that you feel comfortable with. Once you're comfortable with a set of plays, your opponent becomes comfortable with your system. And then he will break that down. So what we want to do is we want to break the system down into its parts. Always remember, guys, the system is broken down to its parts. And if there's one part that does not work, the system as a whole will not work. So to speak, if you are trying to play run and gun and you want to send 5 guys out and you know the line is not blocking correctly, if he breaks that line, you're not going to be able to get that pass off. It will break the system down. So that's what we want to do. We want to give you an opportunity to utilize any playbook, utilize any team, and be able to break down your defense, the opponent's defense, by watching how he plays and utilizing his strengths to be his weaknesses.